welcome back to Old Funk Gaming. Like the Fable 2 rant.
It's a hell of a rant. I only rant because I loved every aspect of the game except the very end, and it was stupid. But we're done with that.
Yeah.
We probably should talk about the game some more.
Oh, whip out the dual screen and take a look. Whip what out?
I don't have...
What? You told me to whip something out.
I don't whip anything out, Mr. Egon. I haven't whipped anything out in 13 years.
And that was with Princess Daisy.
That was my adventure into the Waffle Kingdom.
I took her to the Toadstool Kingdom, if you know what I mean.
No, that everyone thought. I'm avoiding that.
That's a running gag for us.
Yeah. Dick jokes, running gag, low-hanging fruit.
Oh.
Just like my testicles.
They dip in toilet water.
God, getting a little sucks. Anyway, that's a game that everyone wants, and Nintendo said "fuck you" too. Is Luigi, Paper Luigi in the Waffle Kingdom. From A Thousand Year Door, when you talk to Luigi in that game, you talk about his adventures in the Waffle Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
And everyone wants that game, and Nintendo said no.
Nope.
Instead, we got really shitty Paper Marios after that. So good job, Nintendo.
There was the one on the 3DS wasn't great. What I remember of it.
So I played Super Paper Mario on the Wii, which was fine. Although really it lost. The problem with Super Paper Mario was the game itself is great. Like, I enjoyed the game.
Motion controls?
No, it wasn't even motion control. I think they did a decent enough job even with that. It wasn't... That's the weird thing about some of the Stream on Mario games, is the motion controls enhance your experience. They weren't the experience. Like, Galaxy's the same way. Like,
okay.
It enhanced... So it worked. It worked. They did a pretty good job of that. The problem with Super Paper Mario was it lost its soul. It lost what made Paper Mario great. Because it kind of went away from what Paper Mario 64, or Super Paper, or Thousand Year Door did. And it just kind of became a more linear-ish adventure. It basically became... And there's a reason why they call it Super Paper Mario. Because it made it more similar to the main line. Not quite, but... And it just felt like it lost something
you dick.
And honestly, I don't know if it's ever gotten it back. And I didn't play any of the handhelds because I didn't really get into Nintendo handhelds.
It didn't. I had a buddy in college that was really in Paper Mario.
Mm-hmm.
He was disappointed with the 3D.
Well, I think Sticker Star is one of them. I think it was on the 3D. I don't know which one it was on.
That one?
I have heard nothing good about that game.
No, it wasn't good. The one that had like the Mario, Luigi, and Paper Mario crossover, that one I didn't mind as much.
Is that Color Splash?
I think so.
Yeah, it's the... But, so yeah, those games I never played. I tried to get into Origami King on the Switch. I tried. I couldn't. I wanted to. I couldn't.
It just...
I don't like... I didn't like the combat system in the game. I just... So that was the other aspect of Super Paper Mario that lost. Where this is I think the epitome of why I think it lost its soul. What was one of the best things about the first two Paper Mario games? Your partners. They were awesome. I love most of them. There's a couple that aren't great, but for the most part, they all have their uses. They're all fun. They all have personality. Other than the first, and I don't know how to describe Super Paper Mario. I forget what they're called in the game. But they were just basically like squiggly lines, and they were dumb, and it felt like more... Other than the very first one you get, there was no personality to them. It just was awful. Wasn't a fan. Sorry, more ranting. We said no more ranting.
But we're old men.
We are old men. That's what we do.
But at the same time, like, what we genuinely talk about is what is currently, like, I think part of the reason why, like, because I look at the stats for our channel. Yes, I look at them just because I'm curious. I think part of the draw is, like, reason why we're seeing, like, 30s and 40s in terms of people watching this. It as a a good majority of our audience is I think they're kind of tired of seeing games lose their soul and not doing things right either. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's a twofold thing. I agree with you. I think that is a large part of it. Why I think, like on Twitch, people do retro gaming. They tend to do decently on those. I mean, Let's Play, our style of Let's Plays is kind of, admittedly, a bit archaic in YouTube land nowadays. But people. But more importantly, millennials, my generation, I think you're at the very tail end of the
Yeah, I'm very tail end.
But really, I'm talking more even my age and a little bit older. We're becoming 40s. We are becoming middle age, and that was a generation I think that really took off with gaming. I think it really sent gaming into a modern golden era. I obviously understand that there was the Nintendo and stuff, but like the Xbox 360, which is what my teenage years were consisted of when I was gaming, and my 20s, more in my 20s, was an awesome system. But that's 20 years old now. It's not a young system anymore. So these, and I think like you said, the loss of the shallowness of games, the loss of their souls, the loss of a substance in gaming and modern gaming. I think you have a lot of the older generation gravitating towards playthroughs like this, or going back to old school, or reason why remakes are super fucking popular.
Yeah, because
people don't mind the modern take on an older game. I think that's, you could say, well, that's a bit lazy by developers, and maybe that's true, but also people don't mind it either.
But the other side of it is because I remember, I'm old enough where I remember launch of Halo 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have an Xbox at that point. I was in grade school, but everyone was talking about the launch of Halo 2. And the launch of Halo 2 is what made the game industry what it is today. Because it was much bigger than any movie launch or any book launch or any CD launch in entertainment history.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the reason why games like video game entertainment market is bigger than movies, TV, and music all combined.
Mm-hmm.
It is a multi-billion-dollar global industry that has taken the world by storm. And I look at that era of early 2000s into the 2010s up until 2020 as some of the golden years of gaming, while it started fading in the later 2010s. That's where we saw some of the best games come out.
Mm-hmm.
Like the games that took the creative risk. My favorite Call of Duty games are from the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 era. Not anything modern. Sorry.
No, I can't blame you. I enjoy, and I'm not even a shooter fan, but I enjoyed Modern Warfare 3 especially. I played online. It's probably the only shooter that I actively played online to get against PvP, and got really good at it. I mean, I would say anytime you can have a KDR of 1-to-1, I think you're doing pretty good, and mine was. Again, there's people who are better than that, obviously, but I wasn't like top 1,000 or 10,000 in the world or anything like that, but I was proud of how. But then I stopped playing because eventually those games just, you stop caring about them. But
and also, like, the player base moves on too, because the big thing with live service games is that you gotta have new content and new things to keep players engaged.
Absolutely.
And that's it's.
I just realized. Okay, back to the game.
Yeah, back to the game.
We are really bad out of this in this session.
I almost got spaded.
You certainly did. I've noticed that. Okay, so the ground is rising because you were adding sand or salt or whatever.
Yep, sand.
And so what's the idea here? Why are we doing this?
Because there's a door up there I need to get to, and the only way I can get there is by filling this chamber with sand.
Okay. Can you die? I mean, can you crush yourself eventually? Or
Nope.
Does it stop after a certain?
It stops after a certain point.
Okay.
But there's that golden ghost I want. Come here, you fucker.
Oh no.
Your ass is grass.
And he's probably a weed whacker.
Oh shoot.
All right, so it's actually a little cool section.
What I like about this one is it ties into the theme of clocks because if you want to think about the earliest version of clocks here, the sand.
Yeah, the sand dials or whatever.
Yeah.
Not sand dials.
Hourglasses.
Hourglass. How the fuck could we not think of the term hourglass?
Because we just don't know.
Well, I can tell you I said sand dial because it probably thought sundial, and then that's the only thing in my mind. But.
I fucking hate these guys. That's jump scare. Is an interrupt. Got you both, bitches.
I think these ghosts were introduced in this match, or were they at the tail end of the last match?
They were. I think they were. They were introduced at some point. I don't remember when.
Okay. Yeah.
I completed my private playthrough a week or two ago, and I'm on Luigi's Mansion 3.
I have to say, you... Wow, I'm not. It's just too dark.
I found it. Good old gamer instincts.
Hey, what's over here? It looks like a treasure chest.
I'm not gonna loot the booty. I'm just gonna continue marching on forward.
You just pissed off so many people with ADHD, by the way.
They're going
get the fucking chest, man.
Get it!
Fucking chest!
You can throw it all down in the angry comments and trash talk me all you want.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna play on my main channel, on my single channel. I have not figured. So I've completed on the main channel's 3D World. By the time this comes in, I should be into another game or two, possibly. I haven't figured out what I was gonna play yet. I'm almost done with the Mario Mainline series. It's like I don't know if I'm gonna go Odyssey quite yet. That's the last one I got.
That Odyssey's
It's a big one.
Yeah, Odyssey's a monster of a Mario game, but it's...
I won't 100% it. I'll tell you that. Fuck that. Fuck 100% that game.
But it is... I think it is one of the most beautiful 3D open world-ish Mario games out there.
I think it's really, really great.
Uh-oh.
It's not my style.
Who's your mummy?
Who's your mommy?
There we go. Aha!
Alright, so this is a brand new enemy here.
Not... somewhat.
I mean, it is and it isn't.
Yeah.
It's a new variant of that enemy, I guess we should say. Kind of reminds me of the Re-Deads in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, they do.
Or the mummified version, which I don't remember Ocarina of Time had the mummified versions.
No, they did.
Majora's Mask did.
Yeah.
I just can't remember if Ocarina of Time ended up having them or not. I don't remember.
That scream for the Re-Dead was terrifying as a kid.
Terrifying now. What the fuck?
Well, when
that was the only part of that game where ugh, like it made me like kind of like ugh, I'm not okay with this.
Touch the torch, damn you. Fucking bitches. Come here.
Cool. What the fuck are those green things? That is what they are.
Thank you.
This is it.
So I've got to unwrap them.
Did you get hit by a falling hand?
No, I got hit by the...
Oh, by the other one?
Charging.
Okay, cause it looked like, because when the stilts or whatever you want to call it, it felt like he fell and hit you.
Hey, dude. I'm over here, dick.
Okay, so you have to knock him over, which then allows you to unwrap. Grab the raft and unwrap. Okay.
Come here. Oh, come on. It's those fucking scarabs.
Yeah. They're assholes.
Do.
I have noticed in this third world mansion that these interruptions are less prevalent.
Yeah.
It seems like they're getting less prevalent, which is nice. They were ridiculous in the first two worlds. I'll say that. But they in this one, although I also noticed that you were breaking up a lot when you did talk to him, which is I guess something interesting. But
Well, they toned down the hand holding, but it still occurs.
Still, yeah.
Whereas, like, I have 9 more floors to unlock in Luigi's Mansion 3.
Mm-hmm.
I've only had 6 calls from EGAD.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
6 calls. I was like,
Good. And fuck them.
and it's like, it doesn't break up the interruption of the game. It doesn't break up exploration. I'm able to do whatever the hell I want at that hotel.
That is nice.
But now we're going back, and he's like, well, that big brainy goat ran off with shit.
Of course he did.
You suck, Luigi.
I didn't make you the god. Good job down there, my boy. I realize I'm a complete asshole.
Those goats were pretending to be mummies.
They were preparing to be mummies.
Prepared to be amazed.
Yikes. What a hoot. Yeah. It's a hoot to you, EGAD, because you're not the bastard going down there and fucking fighting them now, are you? Are you?
Nope, he's not.
I stick by my statement earlier that he is a bad guy. Or he's the ultimate baddie. Luigi, like you said earlier, Luigi Mansion 4, he's the ultimate baddie. That's how the series ends.
You wanna know what be even more of a mindfuck?
What's up?
Nintendo comes out, he's been controlled by King Boo the entire time. Every ghost you've ever captured with him comes back for like this ultimate finale.
That would be hilarious.
That would be fucking
That would be interesting.
That would be an ultimate mindfuck.
That would be an ultimate mindfuck. I will agree with you on that one.
The periscope went crazy when he appeared, so he must be very powerful.
The good news is, I'm not the one that has to deal with him. You are.
I'm gonna do all this math equation
I
stuff.
don't like you, EGOD. You're kind of an asshole. Why did I agree to come back to you?
There we go. I just did some random punching. I found him.
Alright, roundhouse brawl. Roundhouse.
Oh,
Roadhouse.
yeah, we're gonna go for a good old bar brawl.
Yeah, we will, but we're gonna do that on the next episode, so join us as we probably rant some more. Until then.
See ya.